Good morning, students. Today we have to discuss the highlights of the yesterday's class. The power plant economics depends upon generation of the electricity and how it has to distribute electricity to consumers. So the economics of power plant deals many concerned calculations and important terms. So it belongs to that concept. Number one, connected load. Connected load means it is the sum of equipments of their ratings connected to a single phase supply. It may be a consumer, or later on it may also refer to connected load on power station. The sum of all connections, ratings of equipments of one consumer is referred as consumer connected load. Similarly, all consumers are connected their loads on power station. Hence, it becomes the algebraic sum of connected load of all consumers' ratings becomes connected load on power station. Now you can understand how much connected load or equipments are installed in a house, in a particular building. In a particular building, it may consist n number of rooms. For n number of rooms, in one room, how much electrical equipments are connected with their ratings, irrespective of their operation later on. Irrespective of their operation, only ratings of the equipments installed are connected. For example, a consumer uses the following loads in one house: 3 lamps of 100 watts, 2 fans of 60 watt, heater of 1 kilowatt. Now you understand this very carefully. One house or one consumer uses for their house of 3 lamps. Each lamp is rated of 100 watts, and 2 fans. Each fan is rated of 60 watt. Heater of 1 kilowatt. Hence, you have to calculate total connected load. Here one thing is required. You can consider the power rating of machine either in watts or in kilowatts. Just it is the difference of rupees and paise. 1 kilowatt equal to 10 to the power of 3 watts. 1 kilowatt equal to 10 to the power of 3 watts. You convert all ratings of the equipments in 1 unit. Example, now I am using watts. 3 lamps. Each lamp is 100. Total is 3 into 100 of lamp load. Similarly, 2 fans. 1 fan of 60 watt. 2 into 60 total of fan. There is one heater, that is 1 kilowatt. I am converting into 1000 watts. So algebraic sum, it becomes 1420 watts. Or similarly, you can go for 1.4 kilowatts. The another example you take in systematic single line diagram. There are so many consumers electrical appliances are there. TV is there, heater is there, tube light is there, CLF lamp is there, iron box, then again fan. It is exactly given a particular house, one consumer consisting this type of loads. All loads are connected in parallel to the single phase AC supply. Then the algebraic sum of their ratings of all equipments gives total connected load. You can see how much tube lights are there, how much TVs are there. You go on adding all those things, it is going to come 1745 watts. If you want to express in kilowatts, it becomes 1.74 kilowatt. It is divided by 1000. 1 kilowatt equal to 10 to the power of 3 watts. Remember. Then it is very interesting. Second point, before going to the maximum demand, we have to see load curve. The variation of load versus time of a consumer is known as consumer load curve. Similarly, the load curve on the plant, the variation of load on the power plant for a particular time. If you are considering 24 hours, it is referred as daily load curve. If you are considering the time for 1 month, then it becomes monthly load curve. Similarly, you can consider annual also. Hence, such variation of load versus time is called yearly load curve. This is the load curve. Just one example illustrates here. 12 p.m. midnight to next 12 p.m. midnight, taking 24-hour slot. The diagram shows daily load curve on the plant or a consumer. That means how he uses the load pattern different times of a day. Different times of a day. Next definition goes for maximum demand. Maximum demand means after plotting a graph, you have to observe the maximum load occurs at particular time. It is known as maximum demand. Getting the idea? Now from the graph it clears that 20 kilowatt it reaches in the afternoon. Hence 20 kilowatt is maximum in this load curve. This is the meaning. Maximum load curve means maximum load reached in that respective time. Next important one more factor, demand factor. So demand factor is defined as the ratio of maximum demand to the connected load. It is the ratio of maximum demand to the connected load. Its value is always less than unity because connected load is always maximum less than maximum demand always less than connected load, because if you are connected all your equipments in your house but you can't use all equipments at a time, that is the meaning. Connected load, your house is having 1 kilowatt load, you have taken the permission of 1 kilowatt load, but all electrical equipment are connected in the house are not in operation all at a time, that is the meaning. Hence always the demand factor is less than unity. It provides the useful information to design the capacity of the plant equipments. Getting the idea? One example you can enjoy. A load connected to a generating station is 50 megawatt. 50 megawatt. This is the connected load. Maximum demand of the plant is 20 megawatt. Then you calculate the demand factor. You write down one side maximum demand. It may be in watts, it may be in kilowatt, it may be megawatt. 1 megawatt equal to 10 to the power of 6 watts. So both should be of same units. Maximum demand 20 megawatt, connected load 50 megawatt. If it is kilowatt, kilowatt, kilowatt. If it is watt, watt, watt. Hence demand factor is ratio we are going to get as 0.4. Then average load or average demand. It is the ratio of average of the load occurring on a generating station for a particular period. Already we plotted the different loads versus time. Average value of that is known as average load or average demand. Hence it is also what is the time you are plotting for 1 day or for 1 month or 1 year. Daily load curve, how we are considering this average load also respect to that. For example, daily average load, number of units generated in 1 day divided by number of hours in 1 day. Getting the idea? Number of units generated in one day, that is for 24 hours. What is the time taken in one day? Number of hours taken for 24 hours. This gives average value, average load for one day. Similarly, average load for 1 month, number of units generated in 1 month divided by number of hours in 1 month. So it becomes 30 days, 24 hours. Sorry, it becomes 30 into 24. You make the correction. Yearly average load, then total number of units generated in 1 year divided by total number of hours in 1 year. 12 months, 30 days, 24 hours. This is the fashion. You have to calculate. 12 months, 30 days into 24 hours. This gives total number of hours per day. Next important factor, load factor. Load factor is defined as average load divided by maximum demand. Once again, it is defined as average load divided by maximum demand. The load factor may be again, it may be daily, monthly or annual, yearly. For example, if you consider for T be the time considered for load factor or time of operation of a plant. Hence, load factor equal to average load into time divided by maximum time into time, maximum demand into time. Or it may be written in another fashion, number of units generated in T hours. Now it becomes units, kilowatt hour, divided by maximum demand into T. Maximum demand is in kilowatts, time, again it also becomes kilowatt hour. Getting the idea? You can use any one. T becomes 24 hours. T becomes 24 hours load factor for 1 day. T becomes 30 into 24 for monthly load factor. T becomes 12 into 30 into 24 for annual load factor. The annual load factor should be always less than unity. It never equal to unity. It is less than unity. What is the importance? It decides the overall cost per unit generated. Getting the idea? I told earlier, it is the concept related to power plant economics. We have to fix the tariff. We have to fix the tariff to generate the revenue from consumers. Hence, we have to keep minimum benefit to supplying authority or generation authority. Hence, how we have to fix it depends upon load factor. If the plant has high power factor, then cost of the generation becomes less, that is 4 rupees per kilowatt hour. If the load factor results very low, then cost per unit increases. This is the idea. Understand, friends? Now see there, this diagram illustrates all your important. This is the typical load curve for daily. There is a blue line, it shows average load. Above it gives maximum demand. Above it gives maximum demand, average load, then you calculate the load factor. Here one important thing, the thermal power station has the load factor is about approximately 0.65, 0.65 practical value. Now we have to take some energy saving schemes, proper utilization of energy, introduction of efficient schemes. It is possible to make the improvement in load factor. To make the improvement in load factor. Hence, that is flattening of load curve. Flattening of load curve. Shifting the values of maximum demand at some other areas. In-house, all electrical applications are not important. Some less important applications are shifted. That is called valley filling. Valley filling, The flattening of load curve improves the power factor. That you understand. The flattening of load curve improves the load factor. Load factor improves happiest situation on power generation. Hence, it is not possible to shut down the power plant. Sir, always electrical equipment should not operate there at full load condition and should not operate above that full load conditions. This occurs number of times maximum demand occurs. At that time, all equipment should operate at above the rated condition. The power may shut down. Hence, it will affect the performance of electrical machines. It should not happen. Hence, the maximum demand must reduce.